Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 224. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, all that would be great. Otherwise, you could watch the Durham Skywriter on the Durham Skywriter YouTube page or the Durham Skywriter Twitch. Or is it Patricia A. Murray? Wait a minute. Can't remember. I don't get any views on Twitch anyway. That's a gamers channel mostly, but I figured, what the heck, it's available. So let me put on my specs and move my keyboard out of the way. And let's get started. Okay, I'm on the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also local government of city, county, and state. So go up and down the page, see what you can sign up for. You can find places to volunteer at. And it's really, like I said, it's chock full of, I'm always adding to it. So I'm never done with it, but in fact, last night I updated the American Red Cross listing where you can take all of these various classes where you can learn how to save lives with first aid. You can learn CPR, AED, that's the defibrillators where you help people who are having heart attacks and whatnot. So, anyway, really great classes. Some are in person, some are online, some are a combination of the two. There are some online only classes. They're a little less expensive, very, very affordable, and really good to take. Maybe you might want to take them like once every few months, take a class. Like they have adult, child, and baby first aid, CPR, AED, and that's only online. Here's another only online class. Advanced child care training, bloodborne pathogens training for tattoo artists, cat and dog first aid, um, water safety for parents and caregivers in both Spanish and English. And here's a class called Until Help Arrives, because I know you can feel really helpless once you've called for help if someone's passed out or something and you don't know what to do besides wait for the authorities to get there. But here's a class saying Until Help Arrives, and so you won't be so helpless. You can actually help someone while you're waiting for the first responders to get there. So check it out. It's on the Word page. So you go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the Word page, and then you'll see it under American Red Cross. Now, there is, I think, one city vacancy that maybe you can help out with if you're interested. Let's see. There it is. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Usually on Wednesday, that's when you let the city know that you want to take part in filling these opportunities in these local committees, commissions, groups. So there's a vacancy on the Citizens Advisory Commission. So if you're interested in that, and you want to learn more about it, then go to the Word page, scroll down to the City of Durham to see the calendar, click on the link, and you get more information. You'll also see what is expected of you in terms of the meetings, whether they're in person or virtual, etc. So after all of that, if you're still interested, let the city know by end of day tomorrow, Wednesday, that you're interested in filling that vacancy on the Citizens Advisory Commission. All righty, let's see. Oh, the libraries are open until 8. The Durham County Libraries are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6. And then the libraries reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10. Scopy is here. You put your statement there, your bold statement and greeting right there on the screen. Hey, Scopy, hope you had a good weekend. Looking forward to seeing you again. Scopy is a really great person. He's part of I think it's called the Guiding Project, where artists with visual disabilities and blind folks can get into the arts. can learn about, well, he gives like virtual tours of murals, and he describes them really well. And I think he's going to get involved with other local organizations as well, helping people with who are blind and visually impaired, with the arts, etc. So yeah, Scopy. Yeah, Scopy. Yeah, very happy to see you here. Indeed. Okay. Now there's a couple of actually here's a couple of things I have not mentioned for a minute. The City of Durham's Water Management Department has fat trapper kits, which you can get for free. I have one over. If I had known I was going to mention this, I would have showed it to you. But basically, it's a plastic box, and you get a like a filter so that you can, when you're done cooking, of course, what they're trying to do is to keep us from pouring cooking oils, grease, etc., down the sink and down the toilet, because that really messes up the systems, both in your house and just generally. So if you could, what we used to do when I was a kid, we had a like a bacon grease or whatever grease container on the stove. I honestly don't remember what we did when it was full. But what they don't want us to do, again, is to pour it down the sink or toilet. What they want us to do is to use these foil bags. You pour it in, and then when it's full, you close it off, and then you toss it in the trash, and then it's eliminated that way. Because if you pour it down the plumbing, that messes up everything. And you know how much plumbers charge. It used to be approximately what, back in the day, was it 62 an hour? It's probably more now. So yeah, just use the bag. And actually you get a bunch of bags. You get at least 5. So check it out. You might want to get one of those fat trapper kits, free from the city. And all you have to do is to click. I got the link right there. It's under City of Durham Water Management Department on the Word page. And you get a bunch of nice items. And actually, let me just show it to you real quick. You don't mind. Talk among yourselves. I'll be right back, because this is really a cool thing that everybody probably should have if they cook. Here it is. Okay, it's got the city map on it and everything. So there it is. Boom. Fat Trapper kit. It's really awesome. So it's hard plastic. You open it up. You get, let me show you the bag I was talking about. So it's an actual foil bag. See? And you put the grease in, so it has a flat bottom. It's got a flat bottom there. And then the tabs are attached to the bag. So when it's full, you just fold it down, close it up with the tabs, and then toss it in the trash. Easy peasy. And here's the strainer I was telling you about. You get one of these. And then, of course, they want you to be able to scrape and get everything out. So here's like a scraper. It's hard plastic. So you can scrape your pan clear of grease. And then a couple of little promotional things, like little, this and that. This is a jar opener. So the reason I haven't used any of this is because I actually have one that I'm using, and I use this one for a display. This one, I keep this one unused for, for Bull City Hangout, so that I can show you what's going on. So, and you also get instructions. So anyway, you can keep this on your stove or on your kitchen counter or whatever. Highly recommended. Once you order it, let me just put it on the floor here, put it back later. So once you order it by filling out the form, you'll get it like, I think I got mine within a week. And you get it almost like right away. And then you can reorder the bags once you use them up, and you can always, whatever you need, whether you need the plastic receptacle or the foil bags, you can just fill out another form and get some more. So if you know someone who cooks a lot, especially if you know someone who unfortunately is getting rid of their oils and grease inappropriately, then yeah, order a kit for them. I think they'd appreciate that. All right. Now let's see what else we can talk about. Um, the Board of Elections, right. Election day is next Tuesday, March 3rd. Wow. But if you know you're going to be super busy that day, out of town or whatever, then you can go ahead and vote early this week until what, 7:30 p.m. Let me tell you where you can go to vote early. The addresses are right there on the word page, but the different places are 8 places: the main library downtown, North Regional Library, Duke University's Karsh Alumni Center, North Carolina Central University's Turner Law Building, South Regional Library, the Durham County Board of Elections, over there where Kroger used to be, the Eno River Unitarian Universalist Fellowship, and the East Regional Library. You can vote at any one of those places up to Saturday, then that's it. Then you'll have to wait until Tuesday to vote. Oh, and I have all the information you need about getting your IDs together. You do have to show a photo ID. And I don't know, did you know that if you don't drive, I mean, if you're an adult and you don't drive, you can get a free ID card from DMV? You would think that DMV is just for drivers, but yeah, you can get a free photo ID from the North Carolina Department of Motor Vehicles. Got the information right there on the word page. I don't know if you knew that. When I was in still in Chicago, I was an adult for a couple of decades before I actually got my first car, because Chicago's full of buses and trains. You really don't even need a vehicle until your family needs you. And yeah, my parents started really needing me as they got older and needed more help with their medical issues. So yeah, I had an Illinois State. What did they call that? Illinois State. I forget the term. It was for like non-drivers. So be sure to get one, even if you've already voted. If you happen to need a photo ID and don't drive, check it out. Get it for free. All right. Now, let's see what else we have going on. Well, let's check the Durham Tech Small Business Center, because you can start a business and get some guidance. So let's see if there are any classes that you can take. Today's what, the 24th, is it? Yeah. Okay. Now, what they specialize at the Small Business Center, Durham Tech Small Business Center, which is downtown, by the way. And actually, I need to point out that there are no in-person classes being offered this week. And in fact, this month. Well, I should say this week, because next month is next month. But these classes that I'm telling you about are being offered across the state at other small business centers, not necessarily Durham Tech, but they're open to all North Carolinians. In fact, I don't even know if, I think you can be out of state and take these classes. These are one-off workshops. They're free. They're live. You can ask questions. So let's see what's in store for today. This one is from 3 until 5 this afternoon. Online seller for the small business owner. So you can learn how to sell things online. You might want to learn how to do that. So that's going to be at 3 o'clock this afternoon. You can register by clicking on the link that I provide right there on the word page under Durham Tech Community College's Small Business Center. Here's another class. This one is from 6 until 7:30. Enhance bookkeeping, negotiating, and forecasting skills for startup business owners. Another good one. Here's one more. This one is from 6:30 until 8. Grants for small businesses. So grants aren't necessarily just for nonprofits, just so you know. I've gotten a couple in my day. It's good to know how to write simple grants so you can get that money, that free money. Here's the class for tomorrow. This one's at 1 o'clock, so I'll mention it now so you can sign up for it tomorrow. So from 1 until 2 tomorrow, AI, that's artificial intelligence, made simple. Interesting. It's good to know what it's about. I know a lot of us fear AI, but my thing is if you're scared of something, learn about it. Learn how to use it or avoid the problems. At least learn about it. If you're scared of something, find out why you're scared, and then you can alleviate that fear by gaining knowledge and learning how to get around, through, or over, under, or whatever the problem is. So that AI Made Simple class is tomorrow from 1 until 2. The links are right there on the Word page. Okay, just check with SCORE while I'm here. And SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives, where you can get more guidance if you want to be a business owner. SCORE, of course, with them being retired executives, they're older people who have probably been through everything you need to go through in order to run a successful business. You can get a mentor and they can guide you. They have classes. So let's see. Here's a class. It's tomorrow at noon. This one is on Zoom, and it's, of course, free. Navigating the Legal Landscape, Essentials for Starting Your Small Business. That sounds excellent. So check that out. That is going to be tomorrow at noon. And let me check one more thing. Let me see. What was I was gonna check. Let me scroll back up to Legal Aid, because Legal Aid NC, they have these wonderful classes that are online, and they're free and very instructional. Let's see. Okay, the next class won't be until Thursday. Social Security Disability, Listen and Learn. So that's going to be Thursday at 2:30. I'll remind you about that during tomorrow's show. Okay, let's go to the health page, to your health. There are some studies that you might want to participate in. You can learn things. You could help local scientists and universities and researchers with their studies. So you can check that out at your convenience. And let's see what else is happening on the health page. Well, there's a lot, but what I'm looking for are the blood drives where you can save lives by donating blood. So let's see. Today's the 24th. The next American Red Cross blood drive will be on Thursday morning. City of Durham Water Management. So I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Let's check with Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Their next blood drive is tomorrow. Okay. At the Duke IPEC SAC. And that's at the Duke University Doctor of Physical Therapy office, 311 Trent Drive. And Trent Drive is right over there by the main hospital. So that shouldn't be too hard to find. So that will be from noon until 5 tomorrow. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Today's Tuesday. Right. The Health Equipment Loan Program is open today. In fact, it's open right now until 2, where you can donate items like wheelchairs, walkers, canes, knee scooters, those stroller things with and without wheels, things to help you in the bathroom and around the house, in the shower, etc. So you donate these items, they clean them, repair them, and then they turn around and they loan them out to people who need them for 3 months at a time, which is super great. So if you need some of these items, then give them a call and see if you can stop in. They're open on Tuesdays from 10 until 2, and then Fridays from 1 until 5. Their location is 4206 North Roxborough Street, Suite 100. It's run by the county. It's run by Durham County's Project Access. All right. Oh, let's go to the top of the page. Let's click on the Health Events button, and let's see if there's an event I can tell you about. Let's see, with today being the 24th. Let's see. Oh, the Duke's Younger Onset Support Group. They'll be meeting virtually tonight from 7 until 8:30. This is for people who have like a family member with early onset Alzheimer's. It can strike people as young as, I've seen 40 years old on TV, maybe even younger, I don't know. But it's very much like dealing with an older person with Alzheimer's, except it's probably even more heartbreaking because the person's so darn young. So that will be today, or rather tonight, from 7 until 8:30. It's virtual and it's run by Duke. Now tomorrow morning at 10:30, an in-person meeting of the Duke Dementia Morning Care Partner Support Group that'll be held at Greystone Church again at 2:30. That's at 2601 Hillsborough Road, and it's really a great way to get information, resources to help you care for your loved one who has Alzheimer's or dementia. All right, let's now go to the Senior Scope page. And first off, I've got to tell you that it is time to sign up for the senior games, the Durham Senior Games. Let's check that out first. The Durham Senior Games and Silver Arts. So you can register through next Friday, March 6th. The actual Durham Senior Games and Silver Arts are held from April 20th to May 7th. And it's kind of like all around town, sort of. And this is where you can compete in sports like basketball, pickleball, table tennis. You can actually compete also in the arts, crafts, writing, performance arts. You can get one of these entry forms that explains everything. And actually, on the back page, they have the whole schedule of the Durham Senior Games. So I picked this up at the Durham Center for Senior Life, but it's run by DPR, Durham Parks and Recreation. So you could also pick this up at Edison Johnson, Holton, IR Homes, Senior / Campus Hills, Lyon Park, Walltown Park, or WD Hill. The addresses are right there on the Senior Scope page of the Durham Skywriter. So, of course, you have to pay to register. It's like $20. 18 if you have one of those Playmore cards. I suggest you get one. You need to pay a little extra if you're competing in golf or bowling. So if you're going to make out a check, you make it out to the city of Durham. And like I said, you go through Durham Parks and Recreation in order to register. So this should be really, really fun for everybody who competes. And yeah, good luck. Register, like I said, by next Friday. And now let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. 406 Rigsby Avenue downtown. Free parking, free membership. Great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. Now, today is Tuesday, so let's see what's going on at the center. Let's see. Crocheting Club is meeting right now until 2:30. They're playing Pinochle all afternoon. There's afternoon bingo at 1 o'clock. There's quilt making at 1, which is very popular. Let's see, arthritis. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no class today. Never mind. DCSL band practice at 2 o'clock in the theater. Yes, they even have a band. And yes, they have a theater. Women's pool from 4 until 4:45. Play some billiards. And there's also, I already mentioned Pinochle. Now, let's see what's happening tomorrow morning. Bal Viz X. I know that sounds odd, but Danny has come back. I know Danny used to work at the Durham Center for Senior Life, but he comes back to volunteer, teach the Bala Viz X class. That's tomorrow from 8:40 until 9:30. It's a playful set of activities with bean bags and rubber balls. It challenges your balance, your hand-eye coordination, and focus. So you register for that by calling 919-688-8247, and you register at extension 110. It's free, but they just want you to register. Okay, also tomorrow morning, muscle pump at 8:40. And if that's a little early for you, you're not quite dressed just yet, then because you see the red FB, that means you can go ahead and participate while watching the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page. You can watch it live, happening on Facebook. So if you don't get dressed that early, you can go ahead, get a nice workout, and then get dressed, and then head to the center for more activities. Now they're going to have the joy of sketching and drawing at 8:45. They're going to have a total body workout at 10. And again, you see that red FB, it's on Facebook Live. Quick drawing class at 10. Ping pong at 10. Hispanic Heritage Group from 10 until 2. Activities in Spanish. A sewing class at 11. And oh, that's 1 o'clock. Okay. 1 o'clock, chair, phone, flex, and Spanish too. But yeah, there's a lot going on at the Durham Center for Senior Life. I highly recommend that you check it out. Now let's check for these special events. Let me scroll down to 24. Is there anything happening today? Well, tomorrow, okay, not today, but tomorrow, the monthly member check-in, that's at 12:15 in the theater. That is where you can bring your lunch if you like. But the focus of the monthly member check-in is to meet with the big wigs, the big shots, the people, the administrators of the Durham Center for Senior Life. You can let them know how you feel the classes and other activities are going. Maybe you have a suggestion that they might not even have considered, like a class. Like I know there's a gentleman, I'll bet Gary Su is his name. He leads the Chinese culture and language introductory class. And I'll bet he was able to do it because he went to the monthly check in and gave them that idea. I'll bet. I wouldn't be surprised. There's someone there who teaches French, someone who teaches Spanish. So maybe you want to teach Portuguese, or maybe you want to learn German, or whatever language, Tagalog, whatever. Give your suggestions, and they'll think about it. And yeah, that's going to be tomorrow, 12:15. Ooh, the monthly birthday celebration. If you're celebrating a February birthday, that's going to be tomorrow at 12:30. That should be great. So you can really, I guess they're going to have treats. I don't know if they're going to have cake, but they're going to have treats and fun. Hey, Barb is here. I'll bring her on in just a second. Yes. Oh, here's something else that's happening tomorrow morning. Oh, wait, I skipped over a couple of things. Oh, my goodness. Okay, free notary services tomorrow, 9:30 until 11. So register at extension 104 if you have something that needs to be notarized. You can have it done for free. Also, a new support group, Living While Dying, a support group for terminally ill people. That will be tomorrow from 10 until 11. An end-of-life doula, Jane Dorman, will provide a safe place to share the emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual experiences of people who are terminally ill. I can imagine it's very isolating. I suppose a lot of people tiptoe away because it's a heartbreaking thing. So this new support group meets tomorrow from 10 until 11 in the boardroom. All right, let's see. I think that's it. Now, let's go to the Let's Go calendar of events page. Ooh, a little slow. There we go. Okay, now let's scroll down to 24 and let's see what's going on today. Let's see. Wait, is today 24th or 25th? Oh, 24th. Okay. This doesn't look right. Let me refresh this page. This does not look like it does on my laptop. Let me refresh this page and make sure I have the latest iteration. That did not look right at all. Okay, now let me click again on Let's Go. Let's see. It still doesn't look right. Let me look at my laptop version of this page because something looks a little wonky. Please forgive me as I check because I just updated it. Let's see. 24. Whoa. 24. Okay. Okay, that is the latest. All right. Just want to make sure. Let me go back to EV Mux. I don't know. Somehow this didn't look the same. I think the color's a little off. That's not your problem, is it? Let's continue. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the pastor's lunch is it starts in a half hour. So Christian faith leaders are invited to connect with one another at the pastor's lunch, which is hosted by the Tri-West Network. That's today at 1 at Chubby's Tacos, which is at 4711 Hope Valley Road, and that is in the Woodcroft Shopping Center. And of course, you pay for your own lunch, but that's where I guess they get together and talk about different, I guess, programming and challenges and et cetera, happening in the various churches around town. All right, let's see. The Glass Jog Run Club, they meet today right before 6 in the Parkwood Ballpark, 5200 Revere Road. So you can choose either to do the 2 mile walk or the 5K jog and run. It's not competitive. I mean, this is just for people just getting fresh air, basically. Strollers are welcome, friendly dogs are welcome. Now, if this ends at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that's on Highway 55, and you'll be walking or running from around 6-ish until 9-ish. And the weather's a little cool, so it's all up to you whether you choose to do the 2 mile or the 5K. It's all up to you. Now, the Tuesday Blues Jam is tonight from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill downtown at 709 Washington Street. If you play guitar or bass and you want to join in, you don't have to lug your amp. You can use one of theirs, which is great. When you get there, you can sign up. It's free admission. And of course, it is a restaurant. They would love it if you would order something to eat and then hop on stage. But yeah, that should be really fun from 7 until 10. And dancing is not discouraged. Now, tomorrow, Echo NC, they'll be hosting the 1 Million Cups Durham. Tomorrow, 8:30 until 10 at City Network. That's downtown, down the street from the roller, the skateboard park. So that's at 112 Broadway Street downtown. So this is for entrepreneurs. It's a free event. So you start out grabbing a coffee and meeting everybody, working the room, etc. And then there are usually two speakers who from different businesses. They talk about their businesses and they answer questions. So this is to encourage people to not only think about starting a business, but to really get the ball rolling and to meet others so they can be a successful business entrepreneur. All right. Now, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they hold rabies vaccination clinics on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday mornings and afternoons. So you call, you make that appointment, you bring $10 exact change per pet to 3005 Glen Road and get that taken care of. Bell Yeager Free Will Baptist Church at 128 East Cornwallis Road. They'll be having a food giveaway tomorrow from 10 until, wait a minute, I really missed something. Let me continue. But Bell Yeager's food giveaway is from 10 until noon tomorrow, but they start lining up way before 10. So hop in your car, I would say like 8:30 or so, because they really start lining up early, or even 9 o'clock. But yeah, they give away great food. If you're in need, don't be ashamed. They're there to help. Catholic Charities is also there to help. Catholic Charities, they run the Durham Community Food Pantry, 2020 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center. So tomorrow from 10 until 1, you can go and get a week's worth of groceries. You can only go once a month, though. They have people there who speak Spanish, and I know there's at least one person there who speaks French. And let them know if you can't have pork or dairy, and then they'll make a substitution. They also give away diapers. So it's the end of the month. They might be out of diapers, but it does not hurt to ask, because if they have them, they will give them. They have the various sizes, newborns to toddlers, and they have the big ones for adults. Now, going back to today, For some reason, I don't have the fact that Kasib's grocery giveaway is today. It is Tuesday, right? Let me go to next week, Tuesday, and read from that listing. And I apologize for not, let's see, not having it listed for this week. There it is. I will go ahead and add it very quickly. But yes, today's Tuesday, and that means New Visions of Africa restaurant at 1306 Fayetteville Street. They have their grocery giveaway, and that is starting. It just started like 8 minutes ago, and they go for a couple of hours as long as they have food and people are there. Yeah, they'll give whatever they have. They give away really great. They have great grocery giveaways. Now that street where you would usually turn off of Fayetteville is blocked because they're building houses and whatnot and fixing parking lots and whatnot. So you can get to the parking lot if you're driving. If you're on the bus, of course, you just hop on the 5 or the 5K bus and bring a strong bag if you have one, or rollaway cart, which is even better. Now, if you're driving that street that is right there that you usually turn, you can't turn on that street anymore, at least for now. So I suggest you go down to Umstead, where the Stanford L. Warren Library is, turn on that street and you turn on Umstead, you make a quick left, that street right there, and then you'll be able to navigate your way to W.D. Hill's parking lot. And W.D. Hill is New Vision's next door neighbor. So park right there, and then New Visions is like right there. Because I don't want you navigating the whole area while trying to carry bags of food. There you go. I think that's pretty much it. Let's check the oh wait. Wait a minute. Let me make sure. I hate to leave things out, so let me just make sure I'm not skipping anything. Okay. Everything's good. Let's check the weather, shall we? It's not too bad considering it's still winter and still February, so it's 41 degrees. Not bad. The sun is out, even though it says that it's cloudy all afternoon. The high today will be 45. Not bad, not bad. Now, tomorrow the high will be 58. It's even better and cloudy. Now, here's the tough part. Thursday, it's going to rain. A lot of us don't like rain. I should say I appreciate rain because there's no food without rain, but I don't like getting wet. But anyway, Thursday is 58 degrees and 100% chance of rain. Friday, it'll be 55 with a 95% chance of rain. But check out the weekend though. Saturday, partly sunny, 63. Sunday, partly sunny, and 69. Let that soak in. But today, 41 with a high of 45, and we can definitely deal with that. Let's bring on Barb, who's been so patiently waiting. Let me click on Dynamic Scene, add Barb to scene, and transition. Kaboom. Barb, what's new?
I want to make sure my audio is working, is it?
Perfect.
Oh, great. I was in a session earlier this morning and I was having trouble with it. I
Oh,
noticed now it says that my connection is all strong on my computer, but I see on yours in the studio here, it's down, it's like two notches down on my audio.
even though I see that, your
Okay,
picture is perfect and your audio is perfect.
great. Thanks. So, guess what I found this morning?
Ooh, what?
I found, I have multiple hard drives, needless to say, but I found the Blab folder on a big drive. No kidding.
What?
And it has all of our people from Blab, plus
My
our experiments
God.
with Peer In and a
What?
whole bunch of them that we all did. It's like, oh my
Whoa.
gosh. All that history, it was mind blowing.
Amazing. And folks, what we're talking about is a live streaming app that actually, it was called Blab, and it introduced a lot of us to live streaming, and a lot of us made these lifelong friendships. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, wow. How about that?
You,
I
it's just,
actually I have found a couple of things from Blab on my hard drive as well, um, like lists of like friends, and in
mhm.
fact, Barb, I felt so bad. A couple of weeks ago, there was the Blab 10-year reunion, and I missed it.
Right, right.
I missed
Well,
it by one day. I put it on my calendar. I don't know why I put it under Tuesday, and it was like Monday, and
yeah.
I was so heartbroken.
Well, had planned to attend, but Cliff never did send me the link. And then I noticed that Joel
Oh,
Comm showed up and some other folks. But
dang.
my mind was blown because of what I found on these. We had to take screenshots. Everything was happening so fast, and me
Yeah.
being beta tester, I've used that Snagit screenshot software since 1.0 version,
Okay.
and the interesting part is what we could do, take that into Chat GPT now and improve the clarity, and like it's a professional photograph, kind of thing.
Ooh, okay.
Totally mind blowing. I put a couple that I found in my Born to Stream Live group on Facebook. There,
I'll definitely visit as soon as the
yeah,
show's over.
it
Yeah.
it's mind blowing what happened. Like, yeah,
Wow.
I have work to get done today, but it was just, boy, we did a lot of stuff.
It
I,
was groundbreaking. It
it,
was it was a new era being introduced to the average person online trying to be a broadcaster for the first time. It was definitely life changing for so many. I was already live streaming, and I think you were too. But
uh
for a lot of us, it was a new world being introduced.
Well, I found it was really funny because what led me to actually to check out one drive is this morning during my live session. The person that I was streaming with was he plays a guitar, and he has another podcast going on now with he's a Gen Xer, and
Okay,
he has a partner, another Gen Xer with him, and they're reminiscing, all the music from the 60s and 70s. And I
okay,
thought they were, the commentary, of course, was from the Gen Xer's perspective, right?
yeah.
And and the thing is, all of the people that they were talking about, the performers, were all baby boomers.
Wow, that is so funny because I'm definitely a baby boomer.
Yeah, I know. But 60s and 70s were pretty great times in music. So I think this,
Totally. Although, a lot of people say the 80s was the
yeah.
greatest, but I don't think so.
I well,
80s is great, but 60s and 70s kind of hard to top. I don't
yeah,
know.
I I'm an old Creedence Clearwater gal, so
Wow.
way back, way back, and the Pointer Sisters. I was
Oh
just
man.
so into the Pointer Sisters, and like,
Yeah, I was shocked. You know what I found out? I didn't realize um when you're watching, okay, back in the day, Sesame Street, and they had that pinball thing, 1 2 3 4
right,
5 6 7
yeah,
8 9 10 11 12.
uh,
I didn't know that was the Pointer Sisters until recently.
right.
I was like, what? Oh my god. I love the Pointer Sisters too.
Yeah, I
Oh, I don't know if you knew this. I discovered this maybe last week or 2 weeks ago that I think I mentioned this while you were in the audience, but I don't know if I asked you if you had ever done this. You click option and then the date in the upper right hand corner of your laptop, at
mhm.
least for Mac, and it makes it do not disturb. Because remember, the phone would ring sometimes on my
Oh,
show,
yeah,
And I was like,
Yeah.
you can't disable it. Well, yeah. So option and date. And not only does it make your laptop in that mode of do not disturb, you'll see it on my phone. It says do not disturb at the base of my phone. And also my iPad is do not disturb. So we will never be interrupted as long as I remember to do that on my laptop. It's amazing. Did you know that?
I use the Windows based ones. You know,
Oh,
I have that. I do have the other one, the Apple
okay.
laptop, but my
You
husband uses
see,
it. Yeah,
it says do not disturb. Isn't
yeah,
that
it sure
wild?
does. That's great.
And actually, I found out a way. Some people are worried about theft and from at airports and stuff when you put your gear through the security and whatnot.
Right.
There is a way. There's a YouTube video that teaches you how to put your name on your gear. So usually it says do not disturb right now, but usually it says Patricia A. Murray on my phone and my
Uh
iPad,
huh.
which I think is
Wow.
very good. And of course, it's really smart. I think even if you don't have your own business or service, one way to prove that I mean, there's no way anybody would say this isn't Pat Murray's phone because look, oh shoot, I unlocked my phone. I meant to. Wait a minute. Oh shoot. Okay, wait. 1 second. 1 second, please. Darn it. Now I can't do it because I unlocked my phone. But anyway, I have my logo on my lock screen of my phone and my iPad. So
Well,
it's
that's
a,
great.
like I have my Durham Skywriter logo and my DJ Pity Pat logo. And of course, it matches my business cards and my iPad and my laptop. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because the daughter of a friend of mine, her iPad was stolen as she went through security. She had just gotten it for Christmas and it was stolen. And she rushed to the authorities at the airport. They checked the footage and they saw a man, a fellow passenger, take her iPad, and they went to his plane and they got that iPad back from this guy because they checked the apparently as you're coming through security is being filmed apparently.
Uh huh.
So
Oh,
yeah, that's how she got it back. And I was like, oh my God, you were so lucky that you were able to, that you thought so quickly and they acted quickly to retrieve the guy probably got arrested and all she cared about is that she got her iPad back. But yeah, he probably got arrested or whatever. So,
wow.
so yeah, I think it's very important to always have your personalized screens. I know a lot of people have pictures of their children and grandchildren, so that's another way to personalize your gear. So there you go.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to stop by and let you know about that. I thought, well, I'm going to, just so I don't forget, because we know Thursday is the flashback Thursday or whatever. And
Right.
and I thought, well, I'll just put them in that Born to Stream Live group because that
Okay.
way.
Well, I will as soon as the show's over. I'm going to come over to Facebook and see what you posted, because those were really heady times. Again, for a lot of us, that's how we learned how to live stream, and we would be on each other's shows. Some of these shows were marathons.
Absolutely.
And I mean,
I
like all night or whatever.
there. Do you remember Blab in the Bay? Do you remember when some of us went to San Francisco, some of us just watched live, but a lot of us we met in person in San Francisco. Do you remember that?
I don't, and I wish I could have gone.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
well I
God.
found things from that too. So it was it was
Did you ever,
definitely
did you go?
like, oh my god. No, I
Oh,
did it live.
okay.
I mean, you had the two options, and I did it live. But I had was preparing people who had never been to San Francisco to go to San Francisco, in
Yeah.
person. So they were showing me all the stuff that they found. It was really great. It was really awesome.
Cool.
But what a find today, and the fact that you
What a
could
beautiful
enlarge it.
find.
You could enlarge it on using ChatGPT, but you
Okay.
could ask it to clarify, and bring things in focus. I mean, I just used my photographer.
See, I
Um,
didn't know you could do that.
oh yeah, it was great. So it improved the lighting and all that, and it's like wow,
What?
surprise, surprise.
So you can take it, you obviously you download and then upload into Chat
Yeah,
GPT,
yeah.
and then you ask it to.
Upload the you upload your image into ChatGPT, and then you give it instructions on what you want to do. Those are the prompts, remember? Yeah. So because I've done
Um,
for me, ChatGPT has just been a godsend in taking old photographs and bringing the color back and bringing them,
wow.
I did one of my son where there was so much shadow on it, but you could tell his mannerisms and everything were
Mhm.
just so awesome. And I was able to put it into ChatGPT, and it was just
Wow.
stellar. So that was exciting. Yeah.
I've been able to repair and improve photos with Photoshop, but it's good to know that you can do it with Chat GPT.
Well, I'm an old Photoshop gal from 1.0 version of that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this
My next door
this is
neighbor um, entrusted me with the picture of who was that? Like his grandfather? Or something? Anyway, it was a photo that had been damaged through the years, and it was, I think, one of the few pictures that he had of his grandfather. He's older than I am, so we can imagine this picture went way back. So I told him I could probably fix it up, and it had some damage on it, and I was able to use some of those Photoshop tools, and I made a copy of it. Um, oh, the real reason he wanted me to do it was because it was his sister's photo, and she didn't want him to have it because it was the only picture in existence. So he he somehow got her to let him borrow it, and then he let me fix it. And then I made him you know, he printed it, and then
Mhm.
his sister was jealous because he had a better copy than she had. But yeah, I mean, Photoshop, Chat GPT. There's so many ways that you can really improve things, and I highly recommend people in our age group, age 70 plus, that we look at some of these pictures
Yeah.
and improve them so they'll last longer. I have pictures of my now my little brother died at 21. I have pictures of my little brother, I guess because they were taken in the 70s. The
Hmm.
colors, sometimes somehow pictures from the 70s fade real badly.
Right. They did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing what you can do with old, photo shoot photographs and
Mhm.
slides and so forth. But I really like it. And the
Yeah.
thing that, like you mentioned about your brother and losing him earlier in life, it does an aging process too. You can, and if you put,
I've
like
seen that.
the couple of family members that are from that direct like my father and my brother and
Mhm.
an uncle, then they would make things look from a young age to an older age. And I'm fortunate to still have my brother around, so I could do a
Mhm.
lot, a real-time comparison as to what it was building, and it was right on. So
Really?
yeah, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But
I always kind of wondered what Mug would look like if he had lived. I don't know if I should do that though. It's something to think about.
yeah,
It's
for
something to
sure.
think about. Yeah.
Well,
Ooh.
I'm going to have to take off, but I wanted to let you know about that, and I haven't seen
Thank
you in a
you.
while,
Yeah, I
so
appreciate that. I love it because you always give me thumbs up every day for my show. I appreciate that. Don't think I don't notice, and I do appreciate it very much.
you're welcome. I need to get rolling for today, though. I've got a lot that I need to get done. And so I hope to see you again soon.
Okay, Barb. Thanks again. And you
Bye
take care.
bye.
Okay, bye bye. Always fun when Barb drops by or any friend drops by. I mean, you could drop by too. I do Bull City Hangout weekdays at noon and then Saturday mornings at 10. And I love it when people drop by, be it to share information and memories like Barb does, or you want to promote yourself, your business, your special event, all that is all welcomed. So I'm going to go now because I try not. What time is it? Yeah, I try not to take up your whole lunch hour. Looks like I just did. But anyway, if you're watching this on the replay, hello and thank you for watching. With that, let me put up my outro. There it is. And let me check to see if I'm live tomorrow. Yes, I'll be doing the show live again tomorrow at noon. So that's when I'll see you next. Ciao for now.